are gathered here today to announce the next series for Absolutely the Best Podcast, a work in progress. During the Prometheus episode, we were talking about like when they were reanimating the engineer head or something. We started talking about Return of the Living Dead and like Day of the Dead or something.
Mm-hmm.
And Colby said, this is not an Of the Dead podcast, although it could be. And then a few weeks later, I had the totally original idea of doing the Of the Dead cinematic universe. Totally unrelated to what Colby said, if you can believe that.
I believe it. I think it was your idea.
No, you put the idea in my head for sure. So we're going to be talking about, we'll start with Night of the Living Dead, but we're going to be covering all the George Romero movies and the John Russo movies. So if you didn't know, both those guys did Night of the Living Dead and they kind of went their separate ways. John Russo did the Of the Living Dead, while Romero did just Of the Dead.
I will have to warn you that I watch Night of the Living Dead 2 to 3 times a year. It is absolutely my favorite movie of all time. It's the movie that introduced me to horror, and I cannot be objective about it. Like I cannot have a bad reaction, feeling, anything to Night of the Living Dead. So I will be nothing but positive about Night of the Living Dead.
It sounds like somebody wants to lead that episode. So we're going to call the series Of the Living, the OTDCU, Of the Living Dead Cinematic Universe. Throw around some other ideas, but I think that one works, kind of fits with the other themes that we've done. And so we'll cover all those movies for series 5. I think it's like 14 movies or something like that. There's a couple of newer ones actually coming, a couple more remakes. There's a remake of another remake of Night of the Living Dead that actually looks pretty good. And then a remake of Return of the Living Dead, maybe, I think is the other one. And it looks like trash. But, whenever they come out, we'll get around to those eventually. And of course, since there is a Series 5, the OTDCU, there will eventually be an OTDCU adjacent series, Series 6. And I've got a great one lined up for that. I think even Colby will like that one.
I have a great one lined up for that too.
Ooh, I wonder if it's the same one. That would be interesting.
It's not. I said it in the Discord.
Oh, okay.
I'm glad it was you're so into it, Cole, because that was also my ushering into the horror genre was through that one.
I was a scared little kid. I was afraid of everything. So I didn't want to watch horror. And my mom actually sat me down and was like, all right, we're not going to be afraid of everything. Let me throw you into the deep end of, that was, I was probably 10. So it was like 1989. I mean, back then that movie was terrifying, but like it really stuck. And I just love that movie.
That sounds like the thing for me. That was like the thing I saw really young and just love it. I watch it all the time, but that's another series, probably an adjacent thing. But anyways.
A Kurt Russell cinematic universe.
I wouldn't be opposed.
I wouldn't be opposed to that either.
He's in a lot of good movies.
Yep. He's in a lot of great movies and a bunch of good movies and a couple of crappy movies.
Okay. Well, yeah. Stay tuned. We'll have something out for you soon. Thank you for listening and have a great day. I didn't do tell your friends, tell your grandma, tell your friend's grandma.
Tell your zombie brother, tell your zombie crypt keeper. I don't know. I don't know what that first guy is who kills her brother by knocking him into the headstone.
I don't either. But we're going to find out. All right.
We'll find out.
Thank you for listening and have a great day.
Bye.
Absolutely the Best Podcast is a production of Audio Johnny, a subsidiary of Corporation Johnny. Corporation Johnny. If it exists, we own it.